Rocky Top comes alive this evening as the 20th ranked Tennessee Volunteers open the 2026 season against FCS Southeast, aka Furman. Mostly cloudy skies, the threat of some showers, and 91-degree temperatures provide a steamy backdrop as the Volunteers look to build on an 8-5 season that concluded with a Music City Bowl loss to Illinois as the Volunteers faded down the stretch. Tennessee once again boasts one of the SEC's most talented rosters, led by preseason first-team All-SEC senior left guard Wendell Moe Jr., whose experience anchors the offensive line, and preseason second-team All-SEC junior running back Deshaun Bishop, a physical runner capable of taking over a game. Furman/FCS Southeast arrives in Knoxville hoping to pull off one of the biggest upsets of the opening weekend, but the Volunteers know the focus is on establishing momentum before the heart of SEC play begins. With the crowd in Neyland Stadium ready to sing Rocky Top and another season set to unfold, Tennessee has its sights set on starting the year with an impressive performance. Kickoff is just moments away between the FCS Southeast Condors/Furman and the 20th ranked Tennessee Volunteers coming up next.
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Condors and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys?
Okay, Holly. So the Tennessee Volunteers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Condors offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's right. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And the man leading the attack, George McIntyre, freshman out of the state of Tennessee. This staff targeted him early on the recruiting trail, and they are excited about what he'll bring to this offense in the season opener. Powers through the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go.
There's some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. They'll run the screen. Oh, what a move. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Maybe a crease. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. A run for the quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. On the option, it's right. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need.
Caught, and he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it, but developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
Hunt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Nice move there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Could be an alley. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Condors are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Gets away from one, finds room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And it'll be the Condors pound to the rock to move the sticks now back to work. To the air, it's right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pulls it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run the counter. Turning it on. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it on the counter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Condors have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Condors!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Staley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Vols want to move quickly. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Right down the boulevard. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And this is such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. To the air, it's right. Grabs it in the middle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And it'll be the Condors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They knock him down right there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Condors will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Maybe some room here. He's got 59 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
To the ground, he's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
With the catch, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Bishop. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown ball! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive, trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it'll be the Condors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end now in motion. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Hand off to the lone back. Got enough for the 1st. Might have a chance. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the 1st.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they started, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the 1st down.
Snags it, and he's open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's right. Makes the grab.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And it'll be the Condors who will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Could not make his way to the corner. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Smashes through the tackle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They go to the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Vols have their offense in high gear.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He
throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He now has 115 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Runs through the tackle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Good, solid tackle. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Spins away from the defense. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Volunteers! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the counter. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. Nice move to keep running. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go right back to him. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bishop. Smashes ahead. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Bishop. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! His 3rd touchdown in this game and his 3rd on the season.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross.
All right, they said backups were in for that last touchdown, but I never believe them, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get the backups in for the rest of this game. Tennessee's got it in hand here.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Gordon.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Here's the pressure. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Using his legs, it's Gordon. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Pulls it again on the option. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. On the option. Quick toss. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Oh, he got loose. Can they catch him? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Now on the option. The keeper on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Condors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Stevens. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So after a kind of slow first quarter, number 20 Tennessee rolls to a 55-10 victory over FCS Southeast / Furman. Taking a look at the team stats here, Tennessee dominated pretty much everything. They led in first downs 23-17, total offense 469-347, rushing yards actually FCS Southeast held their own here. They had the edge, 288-252 in rushing yards. Passing yards was dominant by Tennessee, 217-59. Third down conversion percentage dominated by Tennessee, 72% to 30%. FCS Southeast and Tennessee each had a turnover. FCS Southeast lost a fumble. Tennessee threw an interception. And the time of possession battle was actually won by FCS Southeast by about 12 minutes. So not total domination, but it was on the scoreboard. Looking at the player stats, for Tennessee, starter George McIntyre finishes 13 of 18 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. For FCS Southeast, I believe the starter, Earl Wright was the starter. He finished 5 of 7 for 53 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Leading rusher for FCS Southeast was Rock Johnstone, 17 carries for 100 yards for him. Langston Stevens did have the only rushing touchdown for FCS Southeast. For Tennessee, Deshaun Bishop with a huge day, 24 carries, 214 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Bishop just had a monster day here today. Leading receiver for the Volunteers was Rodarius Jackson, 4 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown for him. Braylon Staley also caught a touchdown pass. For FCS Southeast, they were led by Curtis Nix, 3 catches for 34 yards for him. Leading blocker for FCS Southeast was Zion Timmons with 8 pancakes. For Tennessee, it was Ed Baker with 10 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Volunteers, they were led in total tackles, a 3-way tie. TJ Metcalf, Amari Campbell, and Ty Redmond each had 10 total tackles. Tackles for loss are led by Jeremiah Talander with 4. He also led the team in sacks with 1. No interceptions for the Volunteers. For FCS Southeast, Emmanuel Dexter had the interception. Audric Bush had the only sack of the game. Tyheem Donald and Leon Branch tied for the team lead in tackles for loss with 2 each. And T.T. Harris Jr. led the team in total tackles with 10. Kicking stats for FCS Southeast, Turner Mills made his only field goal attempt from 31 yards out. He's also 1 of 1 on extra point attempts. And for Tennessee, Cooper Ranvier was 2 of 2 on field goal attempts with a long of 42 and 7 of 7 on extra point attempts. Punting stats for Tennessee, Jackson Ross, terrible punt. 1 punt for 24 yards. I guess the rain might have been to blame. For Ty Minchie and FCS Southeast, he had 5 punts for an average of 38.6 yards per punt. Kick returns for FCS Southeast, Tyrone Hickson had 3 returns for an average of 14.6 yards per return. Kevin King had 3 returns for an average of 12.6 yards per return. And Draymond Ellis had 1 return for 17 yards. For Tennessee, Joakim Dodson had 2 returns for an average of 52.5 yards per return. He had a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And then Isaiah Harge had 1 return for 17 yards. Punt returns for Tennessee just killing it. Joakim, I'm assuming it's Joakim Dodson had a kick return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown. Punt return was a 88-yarder. Incredible day for Joakim Dodson. And Braylon Staley had 1 return for 6 yards. For FCS Southeast, no punt returns whatsoever. Scoring summary in the first quarter, Tennessee got on the board with a 42-yard field goal from Cooper Ranvier. It was 3-0 Tennessee after 1. Second quarter, FCS Southeast briefly had a lead. They had a 4-yard touchdown run from Langston Stevens, but pretty much from then on, it's all Tennessee. Braylon Staley gets a 75-yard touchdown pass from George McIntyre. Deshaun Bishop gets a 1-yard touchdown run. FCS Southeast does get a 30-yard field goal from Turner Mills, but then there's the 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Joakim Dodson. It was 24-10 Tennessee at half. In the third quarter, Rodarius Jackson catches a 35-yard touchdown pass from George McIntyre, and Deshaun Bishop has a 51-yard touchdown run. That made it 38-10 going into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Deshaun Bishop gets a 7-yard touchdown run. Cooper Ranvier kicks a 21-yard field goal. And then Joakim Dodson gets his 88-yard punt return for a touchdown. So he had a kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown. Big day for him, big day for Deshaun Bishop. As the 20th ranked Tennessee Volunteers get the win 55-10 over FCS Southeast / Furman. So dominant effort by the Volunteers. And we'll check out to see what the headline says for the game. For Tennessee, as they start 1-0 in 2026, no contest, nothing goes right for Condors in blowout. Volunteers move to 1-0. You see the highlighted players were Deshaun Bishop for Tennessee and Rock Johnstone for FCS Southeast. Tennessee, much higher rated team. And there's Tennessee's schedule. They're at Georgia Tech next week. Could be interesting, but Georgia Tech lost 10-3 to Colorado at home, so their offense didn't look super good. But we'll see what happens in that game. Next game coming your way this week, FCS Midwest at Purdue, another Big Ten team in a 6 p.m. kickoff. But until then, from Knoxville, Tennessee, the 20th ranked Tennessee Volunteers crush FCS Southeast / Furman 55-10, and we will see you next time.